Let's do this.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, tighten down. Two.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 44 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Shit about to piss me off, man. Well, later.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 56.
Breeze now to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go kill. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey, Zoo.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st down.
Mike. Ready. 5-8.
Breeze now on 1st down. His throw is going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. 26 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for...
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, 49ers 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 85 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed first route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, 49ers 13.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. 56. 11. Hey, Echo. 57.
Breeze going to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start the drive on the ground.
Come on now, come on now.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Move out my way,
Give
dude.
him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, as the first half is winding down, as they are able to cut into that lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 and bulldozing his way through. That one 28 yards on the ground. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing.
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, 54 yards. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Garoppolo looks to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. They will run again with Coleman. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 94 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Play action, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a play fake. Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Coleman now. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at 13. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Garoppolo now.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On play action. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A big gain of 31 on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 21. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it.
21.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
11.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And now look at him go. 30, past the 20, 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go. Say.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Brees going to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Brees now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
5-9.
Again, they'll throw with Brees. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked,